Welcome back to Dad and Diesel. And today, Holly and I will be reacting to Tom McDonald, Dear Slim. I've heard this. She has not. We were just surfing through YouTube, and I said, you haven't heard that video or that song or seen that video.
Interesting.
So I'm like, let's do it. And she's like, okay. Now, it says produced by Eminem. And what happened was there was a auction website where Eminem had a beat on there that he was auctioning off.
Oh, nice.
And Tom McDonald.
Beat? That beat?
Yeah, Tom McDonald bought the beat with his own money and then produced and made a song, or took it and made a song out of it. And it's his kind of homage to Dear Slim. A lot of people think they feud, but they don't. That's his role model.
Yeah, I kind of felt that way from him. That's why I thought this would be interesting.
And so there's been times people thought he was dissing Eminem, and he really wasn't. And they just don't realize how much he really likes Eminem and how much he looked up to him and he inspired him. So that's where we're at on this song, Dear Slim. You're going to see a lot of stuff you recognize from a past video. And if I sniff too much, I apologize. Allergies got me dying today. And we got a cat tearing up a door trying to get out.
All right, I got it.
Cat emergency. You got to be catting me.
That's your cat too, by the way.
Alright, so if you've never been here before, this is Dad and Diesel's channel. Diesel's my son. He does a lot of behind the scenes stuff. If you like our videos, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Please watch the entire video whether you like it or not, because a lot of people put a lot in these videos, and it really helps if you watch the whole video. We are not making money off these videos. We do it because we like it, and it's fun, and we love sharing our time and our life and our opinions and hearing stories. So please watch the whole entire video, leave a comment, good or bad.
Oh, hey, I just wanted to let everybody know that's been my supporters throughout my recovery and relapse and trying to get better with everything actually going on. I just wanted to apologize to you guys and say thank you for supporting me. And
why are you apologizing?
because I already know I screwed myself.
Yeah. We're going to cover that in an update. I think we got an update video coming soon. I was talking about it the other day. We'll have an update video on sobriety, mental health issues and stuff like that in our family, and medical issues. A lot always going on. We have a big family. It's always going and it's active. Things are always changing.
You guys can relate to that though, because you have families too, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, we could easily make this her sitting here in a bikini, sexy videos, but that wouldn't be family, and we're about family. So we give you hopefully family quality material. Sometimes we get a little PG-13, but we try to keep it at least PG-13. So, all right, you ready for this? Come on, man, let's do this. Dear Slim.
Dear Slim, I thought you might have heard of me maybe, cause lately everywhere I turn someone's comparing us crazy. I never would have thought when I was bumping Biggie and Pac that I would buy bleach in a box and become the product of shade. But I'm here now. Hi, my name is Tom McDonald. People call me controversial. I'm the one that counterculture follows. Every song I drop's a problem. I offend an awful lot with topics commenting on race and politics. I'm pretty awesome. Dear Slim, I know we're very different.
Alright, so it's true. He drops songs and people find him controversial.
Well, he, that's not what really I got out of that. What I got was people compare him to Slim Shady, because he's controversial. He's just as offensive as Slim Shady was.
Yeah.
But he does speak the truth, and that's a whole lot of reasons why people got interested in Slim Shady and why they're interested in Tom McDonald right now.
Yeah, and I grew up listening to early 80s rap and hip-hop, and it started to change, and I think Eminem was the Nirvana of rap. Nirvana to rock is what Eminem is to rap.
He changed the game.
That's what I'm saying, he changed it. Nirvana changed rock. Yeah.
He only changed it because he was just as good as the Black Boys that are the persona of what rap should be.
I think why it
actually lived it
is because
he was really good and he was white.
Through history, music changes. Look at country now.
Does it really though?
Yeah, is country now the same as it was 30 years ago? No.
Did the freaking what was that those ladies, the three ladies that were watching?
Oh, on
Heart or Church Heart or
Chapel Heart.
Chapel Heart.
On
That's
America's Got Talent.
All right, That's a remix from a song that was in, what, the 60s, the 70s?
Well, the music has changed. Like, country music now has tracks and has beats. Some of them has
I know,
rap.
they're actually, yes.
And back in the day, it was just some guitars and some drums.
Music and everything, but still at the same thing, they still talk about the same thing.
True.
And sometimes, yeah, it is like, but it's nice to, like, integrate through the different genres of music.
Yep. Game changers.
A lot with topics commenting on race and politics, I'm pretty awesome. Dear Slim, I know we're very different politically. Seems like some of your biggest fans are the victims I'm triggering. They're convinced I don't like you, which ain't consistent with history. I was picked on as a kid and they don't know what Slim did for me. But I'm here now, and I fight the system just like you. Was addicted to pills and liquor and quit them just like you. People claim that you hate me, but Marshall, that can't be right, dude. You'd have to hate yourself as well, cause Marshall, I'm you.
I like that. I like that a lot. And they really kind of are.
And I like how he went and recreated all the scenes. He even went and found the same car. He got one of the same TVs or something in the background. Yeah, the original video.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
We should react to that one after this.
Oh my gosh.
And just see the similarities.
It's been so long. That would be awesome.
Yeah, we should do that and make this a double feature.
Hate me, but Marshall, that can't be right, dude. You'd have to hate yourself as well, cause Marshall, I'm you. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what, nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what, nah, 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 nah. Dear Slim, I thought that maybe because you paved the way for me, you might relate to weight that Caucasian rappers are carrying. They're constantly comparing us to you, it's embarrassing. Never gaining their approval, it's just hate we're inheriting. But I'm here now, go ahead and hate it, don't hurt. Call me culture vulture garbage, those are ignorant words. I kill a vulture, cook the poultry in a pan till it's burnt. See Marshall, I'm just like you, I'm flipping the bird. Dear Slim.
There's a lot of references in this song from other Eminem songs. But his lyrics are pretty genius on some songs, the way he
like meshes it with Eminem songs. He's like talking about Eminem songs. The way that Eminem would rap too.
And looking at that face, I judged that face.
I did too.
When I first saw a Tom McDonald video, it came across my YouTube and I was like, oh, look at this thug. How many years in prison did he do? You know, what he do? And then I heard his song, like, wow, this guy's good. And then I looked into who he was and like, oh, I judged a book by its cover.
I judged the book by its cover, but you got me so quickly into it. The first thing I didn't like was the braids and the tattoos on the face. And the neck. You just limit yourself so much whenever you do things like that.
Unless you're going to be a YouTube rapper. Maybe.
But honestly, I instantly fell in love with him the first second I heard him play.
Yeah.
Hey, bud.
The poultry in a pan till it's burnt. See Marshall, I'm just like you, I'm flipping the bird. Dear Slim, I just want to give you your flowers. I spent hours memorizing all of your songs in 2000. You were the reason I screamed at all of my teachers. A teen, I needed your CD on repeat and Shady's face on my t-shirt. But I'm here now, they call me controversial just like you. We're both white, both rap, both of our eyes blue. Screw any guy who tries to say you changed and don't like you. Cause in my mind it's still 99, and I'm you. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what, nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what, nah, 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 nah. Whether you love me or hate me, you think I'm crazy. Dropped $100 grand to get a beat from Shady. I really hope when I bought it he wasn't angry, but I really had to tell him that he changed me. The truth of the matter is, without you, Marshall Mathers, I would've committed suicide before I was a rapper. You showed me that I could do it. I didn't need to be.
Did you catch that part?
Which part?
About suicide?
No, I did not catch that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hold on, the cats.
Damn.
He'll unplug stuff. Get off.
Mean thing.
I really had to tell him that he changed me. The truth of the matter is, without you, Marshall Mathers, I would've committed suicide before I was a rapper. You showed me that I could do it. I didn't need to be blacker. I know it's stupid, but I just had to do my best to say thank you.
That's awesome. That is just so awesome. And honestly, I do see the similarities, but I think they both respect each other because they know, both of them, that Eminem knows that he has a role model for everything that he's gone through. Like, this guy, he doesn't just replicate Eminem. He also replicates Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah,
and
I think Tom is influenced by those, but has made his own style.
Well, yeah, but
kinda
he
like
also went this
modern rock
same
guys.
things that
They've been
had.
influenced by the Beatles or Elvis or
Yeah.
Aerosmith or Bon Jovi or whoever, but they made themselves in a new image and a new.
Well, I
way.
think with Tupac and like Biggie and the old school rappers that were back when rap was actually sending a real message, he sounds like he got his influences from them, but obviously his profile, his physical appearances take and give him a stereotype.
Yeah. And there's some songs that touch on that we'll have to react to.
But honestly, I really don't care because both of them speak real truths and real talk, and I like that. So.
Need to be black or I know it's stupid, but I just had to do my best to say thank you. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. Marshall, remember back when you became Eminem. You changed the world with a pen. Well, now I'm just like you. I don't give a what, saying what I want with my fingers up. Everybody triggered and they think I suck, but I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah. But I don't give a what. Nah, 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 nah.
And of course by
What's with
Nova
that,
Rockafeller. What?
What's with the Jason hat after that?
It was in one of the videos. Here.
Oh, and Eminem's, man, I gotta go back.
What we're
going to
do is
these
look
are from my
up-
childhood.
Is I think there's the behind the scenes of this video. We're gonna make a long video here.
The 90s. The beat does.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access Entertainment. As
This was a
always,
good
please hit
interview.
that subscribe button. As y'all
This
know,
was
it's
a good
right down there.
interview
It's
here.
free. That enables us
We're not
to
going to watch the
bring you
whole
guys as
thing
often as
because
possible with
getting
as many
people to watch
interviews as
just 5
possible.
minutes is
So
a,
please hit that subscribe button.
getting people just to watch for 5 minutes is tricky. Get them to watch for 30 minutes on our videos at this moment in our
Oh,
YouTube
don't say that.
live.
We
Maybe
just
a
gotta
little
make
different.
something cool for everybody
Cool.
to want to respond to.
I'm the cool dude. Hey, cool cats.
We
Welcome
are
to
actually
92.5.
so much more funny in real life. I wish we just could
We're-
have a video
Well, we're
camera tape.
slowly getting used to this camera stuff. I know we're like 70 videos in. Can you believe that? Like 60 or 70 videos?
Us? No, not me.
Not, well, since I've started, but you got in not too long after. And so we're still growing. But anyway, good interview right here.
Like our content, share it, talk about it, be about it, each one, teach one. We appreciate your guys' support and your help in getting us this far. Now today, we have the honor and privilege of being joined by a man who's putting out a lot of very interesting and, in my opinion, very entertaining and great music that has very, very thoughtful stuff. So I'm very excited to talk to him, Mr. Tom McDonald. Thank you for coming through, sir.
What's up, brother? Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, I'm really excited, and you just put out the new song, Dear Slim. So we're going to talk a lot about that here at the top before we get to some of your other material.
Cool.
So there's also some interviews he did for Fox News.
No
It was
way.
pretty interesting. Yeah, after his, I think People Are Stupid video, maybe?
Yeah, why are y'all so stupid?
Or no, it's the one where he had that Blair White in his video. I think it's Dear America. I could be wrong. And Blair White is a Republican, but she's a transgender who doesn't have typical transgender views. And so she was in his video.
Oh wow, we have to watch that one again too. I missed a lot because I get sidetracked really
Yeah.
easily.
Squirrel!
My attention span is the size of a sushi sting.
I think you're really a blonde.
Talk a lot about that here at the top before we get to some of your other material.
Cool.
So with Dear Slim, you bought the NFT from Eminem. How did that idea come to you to be like, hey, I'm going to buy this NFT and then make a song out of it?
What's an NFT?
You want to know where to invest
Something-
$1,000 right now? Well, forget about stocks, real estate.
It's some website that does auctions and stuff, sells stuff off.
So what they sell? It's beats?
Yeah, the beat.
Oh.
Digital real estate.
Honestly, bro, like, it was just one of those weird things, like where everything kind of comes together in a moment and the light bulb goes off. Like, we've been really getting into NFTs over the last couple months and just playing around with crypto and getting wallets and exploring the space and entertaining the idea.
I think he used cryptocurrency to buy it. I could be wrong. You know how I have Bitcoin and all
Yes,
that?
I know, but why would you even Google that? How would you know that?
Because I've seen this interview.
Oh,
Of
okay.
maybe doing some NFTs of our own. And then my girlfriend Nova, she's like really big into the crypto space, and she was like, yo, did you know that Eminem is dropping NFTs? And I was like, no, I did not know that. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna cop them tomorrow. And I was like, cool. So next day she bought
What's
the 3 little
copping?
NFTs that came out, which were like they look like action figures, like in a trading card format or something. And I was like, wow, that's like really dope. And then I had read an article about it that said that he was selling a one-of-one that with a beat was attached to it. And honestly, it was just a fleeting thought. It went away. And then I went to go work out the other morning, and it hit me like a truck, bro. I just grabbed my weights on the rack and I yanked them off the rack. And then all of a sudden it was just like a message from the universe. It just like went into my brain, and it was like, yo, if you get that one-of-one NFT, not only do you have like the dopest collectible ever,
Yeah.
but you'll be in possession of an Eminem beat.
Wow.
And I just threw my weights down and ran inside, and I was like, open up your computer, I got an idea. And then I saw that it was at,
And that's the way he is. She
That's
said
so
he'll be
cool.
just sitting in the pool and jump out of the pool and run into the computer and
Well, I
lay
write
something
too,
down.
and I draw too. You notice, like, there are times whenever I go for a minute and I don't draw.
Yeah.
But I tell you, they come to me at the weirdest times. Like, I'll be in the middle of the sleep, and a lot of times I don't get it down on the paper because I'm like, man, I'm just too tired to get up, grab my book, and write down what I just thought
We
of.
should have done this live on YouTube. We can
I
go
don't know how
live
that
now on
works.
YouTube. Anyway, we're
You know
now
what you're
approved to
saying.
go
That's
live.
really cool. I like hearing that story.
Yeah,
where
there's
he
a lot
just,
more
like,
interesting
caught it.
facts and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm
when I-
glad he was able to
yeah.
get that type of honor and that type of privilege, and that I do like what he turned it into.
side, and I was like, open up your computer, I got an idea. And then I saw that it was at 45 racks or something. I put 46 down, got outbid immediately. I had to call the bank and get my daily spending limit bumped up to like
Oh my
100K. And then they said, you only have 15 transactions for the day. So I knew I couldn't sit on there and bid back and forth with people all day because my 15 transactions are going to burn up in 5 minutes. So I
Oh my
waited and
gosh.
waited and waited till there was 15 seconds left on the clock, and I threw 100 racks at it, which went to a good cause, and I got something really cool out of it,
Yeah, you did.
and that's how it happened, bro.
That's awesome.
That's incredible and very ingenious, which I want to get to in a second. But in addition to that, did you have the Dear Slim song concept like right away,
No,
or did
he
that
said
come a
he
little bit?
didn't.
How did that come to you?
Dude, like, first of all, like, Eminem's the reason I started rapping as a kid. So all of a sudden, when you're in possession of a beat made by the man himself, A, it cost $100,000. You can't screw that up. And B, that beat was made by, you know,
It's a lot of pressure, though.
a guy who you looked up to and idolized as a child.
It's a
So
lot of pressure.
those two things combined, like that was a lot of pressure for me.
I think he's about to cry there.
He didn't really answer the question, though. The guy asked if he had come up with the song before or after he caught the beat. He got the beat, and then instantly the inspiration just flowed through him.
So
Yeah,
those two
see, I
things
think he's about to
combined,
cry.
like that was a lot of pressure for me.
That's a lot
and
of
usually
pressure.
if I make a beat and I'm inspired by it, I write to it immediately. That beat sat in my hands for a week and a half before I decided, okay, today's the day I'm gonna try and write that. Just because it was so much pressure that I put on myself, and I was terrified of disappointing me. I was terrified of disappointing my fans, M's fans, like whatever. Like I just wanted to make sure it was done as
Right.
best as I could do it, properly, respectfully, etc., etc. So I never been so scared to write a song in my life, bro. And And it was about 2.5 weeks ago that I wrote it and recorded it and got the video done, and now we're here.
That's incredible. Now, because your videos are very striking typically, as a big fan of Stan and the Marshall Mathers LP myself, I was very intrigued when I started watching Dear Slim that you're playing off the Stan video, which is, an iconic video in so many levels. So
Right.
What, in addition to all the Eminem and that pressure, what made you want to add that pressure to kind of play off the Stan video?
He's got, you can't see it, it's behind him, he's got the radio, the TV.
Well, that's interesting. What pressure? That's interesting. All right, let's see what it says. What did you do?
Ads.
Oh no.
What?
My heart is broken.
Why?
Why is that happening?
Ads?
We don't record through that, do we?
Yeah, it's still recording.
So people are going to see that happen.
The ads, yeah.
Yuck.
Uh-oh, I broke it. Alright, so as we watch the circle,
I really wanted to see what his answer was. You broke it at the wrong time.
uh-oh, what's going on here, folks? I'm sure it'll start back up in a second. Nobody unplugged it.
In so many levels. So
Right.
what, in addition to all the Eminem and that pressure, what made you want to add that pressure to kind of play off the Stan video?
I mean, that's one of the most iconic videos probably of all time across all genres. It just is. And, arguably like one of the greatest pieces of art that M ever created. And I mean, just the whole concept of Stan and like, what is that? Like, it's obsessed fans, super fans, kids that dyed their hair to look like him, kids that wanted to be him, whatever. Like, I was that when I was 13 years old, When I was 13, 14, like, that was me, bro. That was a lot of kids in the 90s. So to me, it was just like the beat, the NFT beat was called Stan's Revenge. So it just seemed like a volley from M. It felt like he just like set it up for somebody to do something like that. So I went out and bought the same Monte Carlo that Stan had. It was black. I sanded the whole thing down, painted it that powder blue like it was in the Stan video. If you notice, when I'm sitting on the hood of that car in the warehouse, it's pouring water out the doors and down the window, and I'm soaking wet because to me it was sort of like the continuation of Stan. And if Stan didn't drive off that bridge, or if Stan survived, who would that super fan have turned into?
Right.
And that's me.
That is unbelievable.
Well, I think that's the...
That is actually unbelievable. I didn't put that together, but whenever he makes that analogy, like, wow. And then to add that pressure, he's totally nailed it.
Yeah,
He
and
totally
a lot of
nailed
people
it.
forget when they're watching the videos, him and her and one or two other friends do it all.
Oh, I know
A lot of times,
That's what makes them so impressive to me.
A lot of times they'll paint a room in their house or build a house inside their house and film a video.
They're absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I love seeing them. They're so inspiring.
They use their own money.
Yeah,
And time
his
and-
own brain. He's so creative, and so is she, and I really
You know, he used to
respect
be a
what they do.
wrestler.
No, what? Huh? What you talking about, Willis?
That's something for us to cover another day, but he was a wrestler.
Right.
And that's me.
Well, I think that's the amazing thing about it, with Kim, with Stan, with Bonnie and Clyde 97, that he had in different ways connected these dots, both musically, but then in his personal life that we saw going on in the chaos. And I actually wrote and produced the Marshall Mathers LP Best Albums for VH1, and I interviewed him for it.
No kidding.
If people saw that, you might have seen it back in the day. It was on VH1, but it was like a behind the music on the album. So I know so much about this album, and I interviewed him about it and talked to him about it at length. Eminem, that is, of course. But I wanted to get from you the, as a fan of his and as somebody that followed him and was a stan, did that give you any kind of throwbacks, or did it make you think back to your childhood or younger before you even started professionally rapping? When you were writing it, did you have any?
Oh man,
Absolutely.
bro, like this is the first time in 20 years my hair's been this color, bro. Like I felt like a kid again, like buying that box of bleach and bleaching my hair in the bathroom and stuff. It was super nostalgic feeling, and like just like it was kind of surreal, bro. Like sitting inside like Stan's room and like sitting on top of that car and like just having the beat, like the whole thing like conjured up like so many memories of me being a kid. Like that's where like a lot of that song came from, when I was talking about being bullied and what I was like in school, and like yeah, it brought me back, bro. Like it was a really crazy experience.
Well, I also liked like a lot of your material, that you put a lot of personal stuff, and you talked about how both you and M battled addiction. So kind of like how M wrote the Stan character trying to say how he was like it, you were writing it
Yeah. he
like
was,
Stan
calling
too,
himself
but
like
making
that.
it personal for yourself.
Right.
He is Stan.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Who
Hopefully,
would Stan
minus
to
the
become?
girlfriend going off the bridge.
Yeah, she's still in the trunk.
And the water's it's
Or
still
is
in
that-
the water. I really like how he imitated, like had the water. Well, he just said that he had the water coming out of the car.
It's symbolic.
It's like he's still talking from the watery grave.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Maybe Nova is the girl in the trunk, and
Ew,
she's survived.
Don't even say that.
And she survived. She's alive.
Dude, you just made all that up.
Yeah, of course. Like I'm reading that from a script.
It doesn't even.
You just made all that up. Now that's what this is about.
No, it's not.
YouTube reactions is about making it, go as you go.
No, you can't just add to a story
I'm
and
cutting your
take...
mic off.
Ugh, I'm cutting your mic off.
Ain't all I'm cutting off.
Like it, you were writing it like Stan too, but making it personal for yourself, not a fictitious thing. So
Exactly.
as an artist, when you add those type of wrinkles to it, what effect does that have on you artistically, and then your fans, which obviously are a sizable fan base, what do you notice that they say when you add those personal wrinkles?
I think it just sort of highlights the parallels of maybe pieces of our personal lives and pieces of our professional careers, whereas a lot of people prior to this video and prior to me making comparisons and stuff like that, I've had people come into me for the better part of the last couple of years saying that like, man, like you remind me so much of young Eminem, and like, man, I wish M was doing now what you're doing now. Like this is where I felt he should have went. And whether they're right or wrong, like these are comparisons that people have been making and things that people have been saying to me. So I think by like adding those wrinkles into the song and the video, I think it just highlights some of those aspects that people have been talking about for a couple of years. And I think it just allowed me to add a little bit of a, exclamation point and punctuate that a little bit.
And you also talked too about how if it wasn't for him, how you would have committed suicide and all these different things. So what, and how he made you believe things. So clearly you love rap, clearly you study rap and pay attention. What made Eminem different to you than either other?
Yeah, this interview gets kind of a little stale.
All right, bet. So I'm digging through. I find this milk crate of
Stella
CDs.
super interesting.
I'm
but
digging.
wow.
Was as amazing as that album was. This is a young little white boy from the suburbs listening to Tupac, a black gangster rapper.
Oh, what's happening now?
Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining us right here on The Right View. Tonight, I'm so excited. We are joined
We're not going to watch too much of this, but I just thought I'd show this to you.
really popular musical artists. They have a new album coming out, The Brave. It'll be available on Friday. Adam Calhoun and Tom McDonald. Tom and Adam, thanks for joining us. Adam, we've had you on the show before. Tom, welcome over. We're so excited to get you on. You've been icing me for a while. You're following my brother-in-law on Instagram. I'm not going to take it personally. I promise I'm not. I'm just kidding. Welcome to the show. I got to know, though, you guys... I
got to be honest. I don't know who she is.
I don't either.
My guess is she's married to
She's
a
gotta
Trump.
Be somewhere around there.
Is she married to a Trump, or is she a Trump?
I'm going to Google it, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's time for Google on that one.
Hey, baby, I have to go check on the girls.
Huh?
Obviously have been very popular by yourselves for a while. How did you meet, and why did you guys decide to collab?
All right, there's so many different interviews on here we could do.
Yeah, we're going to have to
we do have kids and
dinner.
dinners and stuff. We gotta get ready.
Animals.
Animal. Yeah!
Oh, Jesus.
We have an animal in the attic. Animal!
Okay, alright. Now you just went too far.
Geico commercials. An animal
such
from the
a
Muppets.
weirdo.
Animal! Do I do it right?
No.
Hi, my name's Jumbo.
No, not that one either.
Hello.
Bye.
Time to leave.
Okay, bye.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Somebody tell me who Lara Trump is.
Tell us who Lara Trump is below before we Google it, because we're going to Google it. We'll wait a while to Google it. My phone's dead. Her phone isn't. Of course, I'm on the internet right here.
I'll wait.
All right, so come back again with us another day, man. Come on.
They're just going to Google it anyways, and then what's the point of that? I want to Google it first.